Hey all, welcome back to the new video. So I think in the last video, I had covered few concepts regarding if, else if, shorthand if, nested if, and logical operator. So today we'll start with switch statement. Okay, first let me zoom in this whole concept so that it would look better for you, all of you, isn't it? Because in the mobile phone sometimes it looks very smaller, all the text and all. Even I don't feel uh, very comfortable to read out such kind of concept because the text looks really very smaller. Okay. Okay, so let me start with the switch concept. Okay, I think this text is visible for all of you. I hope so. Okay, let me zoom in this. Yeah, it look perfect. Okay. So switch statement, instead of writing many if else statements, you can use the switch statement. Okay. So instead of writing if else statement many times, what we can use switch statement also. Okay. The switch statement select one of the many code blocks to be executed. See, different number of code block would be there, isn't it? Whenever we are going for if else conditions or statements, one if statement would be there and more number of else if more number of would be there, isn't it? So instead of that we can go for switch statement, and this switch statement would select only one chord block out of many chord block, isn't it? Because let's say a 10, 20, 100 number of chord block would be there. Those all would be considered as a case of switch statement. Okay, different cases would be there. So what this switch statement would do, it would select only one out of many chord blocks to be executed. Let's say 10 chord block are there. Okay, but switch statement would select only one chord block. Got it? Okay. So see here the syntax. Here the switch keyword is there, and within the parenthesis we're writing some expressions. Okay, any kind of conditions we're just passing, isn't it? That is called as expression, and we are just opening you know the block by using these curly braces. Okay, this is the whole block for switch statement, isn't it? This is a start and this is the end point. So here we are mentioning the case, case numbers. Let's say case x, case y, and case z, kind of different case we can mention. Okay, at the end what we have to mention, we have to mention the default statement. That means what? If all the case would be false or it will not match to any of the case, then what would happen? Whatever the statement would be there for the default statement, that would be printed. Okay, let me go for all the statements, or we can say the points regarding switch statement. Okay, so this is how it works. Let me discuss all the points. The switch expression is evaluated once. It would be evaluated only once, not more than one time. Okay, it would evaluated only once. The value of the expression is compared with the value of each case. Whatever we are passing here, see here. In the expression, we are passing some value or some conditions, okay? So that would be compare, you know, with each of the case. Here we are mentioning different case, no? A case X, case Y, or case Z, something, many number of cases we are mentioning. So instead of, um, you know, checking to one, it would check whatever the expression we are providing with all the case statement. Okay, this is about the second point. The value of the expression is compared with the value of each case. Okay, it would compare with all the case statement we are providing. If all the case would be false, at that time whatever we are providing some statements for default, no, that would be printed. Okay, it just like if else. See, in if else, however, we are comparing no all the conditions we are mentioning for if and else if and lastly else, isn't it? So same way we are doing, we are just comparing this expression with all the case studies. Okay, and if all the case study would be false, then whatever we are printing the statement for default, it would be printed. Okay, if there is a match, the associated block is executed. Okay, let's say um we are providing some conditions which would match to case y. Okay, so here for case y, we are providing some statement, or we are providing some message to be printed. So same would happen if there is any match, the associated block of code is executed. This third point. Okay, the break statement, yes, the break statement breaks out of the switch block and stop the execution. Okay, so for each case, see here the syntax. For each case, what is happening. For each case, we are providing one break keyword, isn't it? Why we are giving this break keyword? Because see, we are providing some expression which would compare with this case studies, isn't it? And if this case x would be true, or it will match to the expression, what would happen? Some statement would be here and it would be printed. And why this break? After printing such statement, it should not go and it should not compare again to the case y. Whether it is true or false, it doesn't matter. Okay, it shouldn't go for the next case. If it's true, then it shouldn't go for the next case, to match all the condition and all. No, here for that purpose only we are providing break. Because break would do what? Break would, it would stop the execution of the program and it would come out from the switch expression. Got it? Why we are providing break? If it doesn't match to case x, what would happen? It would go to case y. Or if this case y would be false, then it would go to the next case. If all the cases would be false, then what it would go for? It would go for the default statement. Got it? So that's why we are providing break keyword, and it's mandatory. Sometimes the interviewer would ask you why we are providing break. Why we are not providing continue or any other keyword. What is the purpose of that? Got it? Because see here, what the answer you would give to that person. Because we are providing some expression, isn't it? That expression has to be compared with the case studies. Okay, if the case studies would be true, then some code block would be associated with the case and it would be printed. After printing such associated message, it would stop the execution and it would come out from the switch statement. Got it? It shouldn't go for the next case again. Okay, sometimes, okay, you just try. Okay, without giving break, you just go for all the case study. Okay, what would happen? You will definitely see there. Okay, so then only you will get to know why this break is mandatory. What would happen? It would go for all the case studies. Okay, and it would print all the things. Okay, the default statement is optional and it specifies some of code to run if there is no case match. However, I had discussed with you earlier that if all the condition, all the case studies would be false, then whatever the statement we are providing for default, it would be printed. Okay, see here. Here one variable is a day, that is integer type, and we are providing, or we are giving a value 4 to the variable day. Okay, so here we are initializing day variable which is a integer type as 4. Got it? Then see, in the switch case, okay, we are providing day variable as an expression. Okay, so it would go for case 1. The day value is 4, so the case is here 1. The case value is 1, so 1 equal to 4. No, it doesn't match. So what it would do, it would uh, back to case 2. Again it would compare and the value would be false, and again it would come to case 3. Again it would come to case 4, and whenever it would come to case 4, then definitely it will match to the case value with the day value, isn't it? Because we have provided day as 4, isn't it? So it would print Thursday, and it would break the statement, and it would come out of the loop. Okay, the output would be Thursday only. Let me try this. See here, we came to online compiler, and here the whole code is written. Has include stdio .h and all. So here we are providing switch keyword and some expression, and we are running this program. Okay, let me run this. The output would be Thursday. Okay, let me change the value. Okay, let me change the value as 2. So let me run this again. The output would be Tuesday. Got it? Okay, let me remove this break keyword. Okay, what would happen? See, Tuesday. Let me remove all the break keyword, then we'll see what is happening. See, Tuesday and Wednesday. So see, for the first case, the condition is false, isn't it? But for the second case, that means for case 2, our day variable is containing the value as 2, isn't it? So this Tuesday is true. That means it would print Tuesday, isn't it? After that, what it would print, it would, you know it would not it would not stop the execution of the program. So it would come to the next step, and whatever the value or whatever the statement would be there, it would print there itself. See here, Wednesday, isn't it? Thursday and Wednesday. Then it is breaking. If I'll remove this also, it would print Thursday also. See, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so whenever the condition would be true, or when the case would be match, from that case, it would, it would print all the statement which are provided after that case, whatever the case would be there. See, like in my first case, the condition is false. If my first In my first case only, if this condition would be true, then it would print all the statement we are providing for all the cases. It would not stop the execution of the program. Okay, whenever, at which state, the condition would be true, after that whatever the state would be there, it will not compare, directly it will print all the statements. Okay, it will not stop the execution of the program. Got it? Okay, the break keyword. When C reaches a break keyword, it breaks out of the switch block. Now only we um checked it, isn't it? What is happening if we are removing the break statement? Okay, if the condition would be true, and there is no break word, what is happening? If the condition is false and there is no break keyword, what is happening? Now only we checked it through program, isn't it? This will stop the execution of more code and case testing inside the block. When a match is found and the job is done, it's time for a break. There is no need for more testing. Okay, so see what it is saying. It's a very, interesting line actually. When a match is found, when the match is done or the match is found, that means the job is done, the job is completed, it's time for break. Okay, I think we all do the same thing. Okay, suppose we are doing something and it is taking some time, or it is not taking some time, it doesn't matter. But once the work is done, once the work is completed, we are taking break, isn't it? So there is no need for more testing. We do not want to work more. Once the job is done, once the task is completed, okay, we just want a break. Same way it is doing. Okay, I think it relate to, our daily life or real life. A break can save a lot of execution time because it ignores the execution of all the rest of the code in the switch block. Once the match is done, once the job is done, it would ignore all the execution. It would stop the execution for all the rest of the code in the switch block. Okay, so that's why break should be mandatory in the switch statement. Then the default keyword specifies some code to run if there is no case match. Okay, so if there is no match occur in between the cases, so what would happen? The default statement should be printed. Okay, see here some exercise are there, and I really appreciate who the persons who are doing the classes, and along with that they are going for all the exercise. It's a good point actually, so that whatever the knowledge you are gaining, you are just utilizing it here itself, and you are just practicing it. So I appreciate to those people. Okay, let me go for the next topic. In the next video it would be interesting, because in one video only we will try to cover one concept, otherwise it would be little bit um tough for all of you, I think so, because now only we studied. No, after completion of one job we need some break, even though I need a break. So let me stop the video here only. Okay.